live?
We are live. Thank you guys for
live. Live.
This is the best experience.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Your host, Nick Best, and myself, the Angry Dad.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it. This is the live stream
No
for those
pick
who are
line.
joining us now. Yeah, no pick line.
No pick
There
line.
we go. That's the update we wanted to hear. But I always like to throw out the Patreon stuff first before we get too far into it. Being a part of the Patreon, we like to always welcome our new members. We have a couple of free new members that joined us. New paid members, but you know what? Hey, thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We have the alt option. Yes, a Moose Muscle Fitness, Pete Z. Danny Beaver. I'm gonna say this next one as Volby or Vubi. Thank you for joining us. Okay. And then Twisted Brian's and Beauty.
Brains.
Thank you.
Twisted Brains.
I guess I don't know how to read. But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate being a part of our being part of the Patreon really helps us out. And it helps us and keeps us motivated to keep going and doing what we can. You know what I'm saying? I know we've had a lot of rough patches, but things happen. We jump back on and we get started, and that's what it is. And just like Nick said, big update. The pick line is out. So that's a good sign, Nick.
Yeah, pick line's out. So it's a great sign. I get to not 6 more months of the oral antibiotics. And then after that, I should be free and clear. They want to make sure because getting an infection that deep into the bone and everything else where they found the E. coli, they want to make sure it's gone and stays gone. They don't want it to sit there in one cell, start replicating, and a month and a half later, you got a problem. So they said it's 100% successful if you do the antibiotics for 6 months. So
yes,
I'll be doing the antibiotics for 6 months.
6 months. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And for those, when I was younger, this is what I feel better. Oh, I don't eat the pills. That is not
the way to handle it these days. No.
Yes.
You take all of them.
All of them. Well,
when you get done with this, I got to take one.
Exactly. Well, Nick, with the pick line, were you having any really side effects from that? That we've never really covered. If you were having most people when you're taking antibiotics, you're tired, you're exhausted. Sometimes your stomach's upset.
I actually got pretty lucky with it. I had Greek yogurt. I had one of those every day to help with my stomach and probiotics in your stomach and stuff like that, the culture from that. So that helped quite a bit. So I didn't have a whole lot of problems with that. I did get a little red when I got out in the sun really fast.
Oh yeah, no,
but that's okay.
Do that,
yeah. So, but that's okay. I mean, I limited it and was smart about it. And then when I did get tired, I just took a nap. Other than when I went to work and stuff like that, but that's what caffeine's for. So, and of course, I really enjoy good coffee. So, had a couple good cups of coffee and got me through the rest of the day, and it was fine. So things have been going really good. Cardiologist was like, "Hey, I'm going to send you for one more test, and after that, have a great life because I don't know what problems you were having, but they're gone and you're doing great." So I'm like, sweet. So that's good news.
And that was just undue stress, brother. That was the wedding, the surgery. You know what I'm saying? For those, just a callback, Nick had a little blip right during his son's, right before the son's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, just, the leg was infected, which we didn't know yet.
Yeah.
The wedding, walking, moving, and then what was it? A 4-hour drive,
4.5 hour truck drive down, or 6 hour drive down and 6 hour drive back. So
exactly.
I pushed it a little too hard, too fast after surgery. But
you were standing.
I wasn't missing this wedding for anything. There's nothing that was going to stop me from missing that.
Yeah, exactly. So I was there with Nick the whole time. So it was, like I said, it was just like I could see him pushing, but I also understood what was going on. You know, so this is a once in a lifetime opportunity here, and like just like you said, nothing was going to make it miss. But
no,
you know what I'm saying. So that's everything sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
no,
doctor's good.
It's all that stuff's going good. I go see the ortho Monday. They're going to look at me again, go through some stuff, but all that stuff looks good. I'm progressing pretty well. Starting to get more aggressive now that I don't have an infection.
Yep.
Because you can't get real aggressive with rehab when you have an infection. So I did do some stuff, but not nearly as much as I should have been doing. And because I just didn't want to get wore out. I didn't want to get tired. But like I've been, the PT comes to my house 2 days a week from the insurance, which is awesome. And then like yesterday I drove, there's a park not too far from the house that has a water detention basin, and they got a nice grassy hill that you can walk
that will
up.
Be up later today.
Yeah, that's like 120 yards. And then I came back down the hill as fast as I could, trying to keep my balance and stuff like that. One world's power works your glutes really good. The other tries to lengthen your stride as much as you can to get to walking normal. I had to learn how to walk all over again.
Yep.
So still in the process of that. But I did 4 runs of that in total. And then I also did like, they have some steps at that park, and I sidestepped up the steps, all the way up the steps, like 10 steps and then 20 feet and then 10 steps and then back down and then turn around and do it again. I did that like a couple times. By the end of that, I was like, okay, I need to be able to get in the truck. And that was a good way to start the day. And then the rest of the day after that turned out to be pretty cool. Mitchell Hooper lives here now, and ended up meeting him at the UFC fit gym, and he went through his workout. And then there was a few things because he does PT. He's an expert at it. Super smart guy. And then
he graduated with it.
Yeah.
So and also too, for those, this is a super callback for Legends of Iron, and one of our first podcasts with him, where he actually had his own facility in Canada and was getting ready to open, but then World's Strongest Man just took off.
Oh yeah. Then he just started laying the wood to everybody. But so we did that. He had me do some things for my hips there, which is awesome. So you'll see that. He'll post that up. And then he had to carry me a little bit, which is pretty funny. And then went over to his house and had dinner and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. Unbelievable. Just great dude. It was a lot of fun. That's pretty cool. And so I like today I went to work and was walking around, and I just keep feeling a little bit stronger each day. I get on trap. I got an 80-pound kettlebell, so I'll watch trap, and when it's not too busy on trap, I'll try to stretch with it as much as I can and force stretching so that I can, get more full range of motion, just a little bit faster. Nothing, because it's weird. I'm stretching with an 80-pound kettlebell, and I go to pull up on it. It's like, I'm like, oh, okay. There's still a lot of strength there. It's just different because not used to the motion. But no, so it felt really good.
That's good.
Did that stuff and then left work, and now here we are.
Exactly. Well, that's good right there. I'm saying we got quite a bit covered. You want to get into questions?
Questions. Yeah, let's start the questions. Question 1. The chemistry between you, Eddie, Brian, and Robert Oberst was one of the highlights of the show. What was it like spending that much time together off camera, and who kept everyone laughing the most? Well, laughing the most would probably, it's close. It's seriously close because everybody kind of kept everybody laughing, but Robert and Eddie were neck and neck as far as keeping us all laughing. I'd probably say Robert, probably kept us laughing a little bit more. than Eddie, but Eddie was right there. He really was. Eddie farting in the van was probably the roughest part, but he mostly did that during the pilot when we were in Canada doing it there, and he must have let like 7 or 8 go and then hot boxed us. And thank God I was all the way in the back, and Brian was getting mad, and he's like, "You do that again, I'm going to punch you right in the face." He's like, "I'm going to get up and kick your ass." He goes, "No, you're going to be knocked out. You're not going to kick anybody's ass." And just watching them argue back and forth was hilarious.
Yeah.
But of course, they just kept like coming after one another and laughing and stuff like that. But there was just so much funny stuff. I mean, there really was. I mean, and then Ian was hilarious. The average man. He was hilarious.
Camera guy, or was it sound guy?
Sound guy. He was the sound guy. So yeah, Ian. No, camera guy. The sound guy is actually like a musical genius, which was kind of crazy. We're all kind of like looking at him. He's kind of awkward and just kind of different guy. And then all of a sudden, I want to say we were in Wyoming, and we were upstairs, and there was access to a piano, and he just starts playing the piano. We're just like watching the guy. It was amazing. Unbelievable musician.
Yeah.
But then both of our producers were absolutely and utterly hilarious. Yeah. I mean, they're just. I mean, the guy did the first season of Duck Dynasty. I mean, Rob was just like too funny. He really was. He didn't pull a lot of punches, so it was funny. He didn't hold back. So the whole thing was, just so much fun. I mean, it just, if we ever got the opportunity again, I think all 4 of us would do it again for sure. I just need to heal up a little bit more.
Exactly.
But so there you go.
That's good.
I'd say Robert was probably first, and then Eddie was a very close second, and then Brian, and then probably me, because I don't joke around as much as those guys do. I'm saving my energy. Question 2. Thank you so much for consistently sharing your videos and posts because of family members of mine. Recently went through surgery as well. Your courage and recovery journey has helped us tremendously. Awesome. That's awesome. I've come to realize that independent and self-reliance are incredibly important. Yes, they are, especially when facing illness. Oh, absolutely. When we often assume that during life's major milestones, birth, aging, sickness, and death, there will always be someone by our side. To help bear the weight. But in reality, one's own mindset plays the true leading role. Well, yeah, that's true. Because if it's woe is me and everything's woe is me, you're going to have a lot of problems with it. You really are. If you come out there going, okay, nothing's going to hold me down. Yep, this is going to suck. It's not going to feel good, and it's going to be really painful. But you know what? I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm going to go in this with a good attitude, because 6 months from now, I'm going to have my whole entire life back. And that's just the way you got to look at it.
That's it.
So mindset plays a huge role in it. I mean, you go in there with a positive mindset and a successful mindset. Yeah, you're going to do really well. Just like money, you bring nothing into this world and you take nothing out of this world when you leave. Oh yeah, that's true. Mm. If you focus too much on emotional attachments instead of seriously think about how to rehabilitate, or even if a condition is untreatable, we should still think positively. Oh yeah, sure. And in the face of the final chapter of our life, with optimism, treating every person and every living thing with a kind heart. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, the thing is we're blessed to be here. Yep. So if it's that time and it's coming, let everybody know. Yeah. Let everybody know how you feel about them, and give them your love, and wish them the best with what they have in their future and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
you definitely, you definitely want to go into like anything with a positive mindset and be like, okay, well, now I get to say goodbye to everybody. I get to, let everybody know I love them. Some things happen fast and you just don't know. But in this situation, this is somebody who would know, that the time's coming due, which a lot of people, they're driving down the road and get hit by a car and that's the end of it. You just don't know.
Even think about your kidney situation. You would have never known if you wouldn't have got crushed.
Oh yeah. If I wouldn't have dropped that bar on my chest, we wouldn't have found it. And my kidney probably just would have burst one day and that'd have been that. So take the time and let people know you love them. Let your family know you love them, let your friends know you care about them, stuff like that. And, because you just never know when, but always go after everything in life and in death with a positive mindset. It's going to make everything a lot better instead of, everything's just sad and gloomy and depressing. It's now you're just on to the next thing.
Exactly.
So pretty simple. Hope that helped and answered some things there. But yeah, I mean, if you have a positive mindset going into anything, literally anything, it's always going to be better. And it really is. People get a lot more with honey than they do with poo. It's that simple. I mean, So,
and if you start your day off positive, it ends positive because you got to, I'm saying a lot of times, and I say this all the time with everyone that I talk with too. It's like, if you let negative in, then you will be negative. But if you keep positive, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Even if that negative comes in, you still spin it to a positive, and you're still on top. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing.
Right, because you never know when you get hit with stuff all day, and sometimes you're like, well, no, we're probably not going to do that. But if you want to do that, here's where I can help you, and here's where I can support you as much as I can. But I completely disagree with this situation. Doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I just don't I disagree with the situation you're going to kind of walk into, and I'm you try to warn somebody of, hey, here are the repercussions, and if they don't want to listen and don't want to understand what it is, then they don't want to understand. But you still love them, you still support them. It's just,
and you did your best.
You
know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. At the end of the day, I've done as much as I can and as much as I'm willing to do in that situation, and that's just how it goes. Because guess what? And that's everybody in life. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody in life.
Yep. So, and then you get the friends that give you a gut check.
Exactly.
Nick. So it's like, thanks, man. But still,
exactly.
So it's just it's good. I mean, it's go into everything with a positive attitude. It's going to make the outcome always better. Even when it's a bad outcome, it's still going to make the outcome better. It really is.
Exactly.
So, and that's I got to say about that.
That's it. Well, I only had one topic today. Well, it's still, you do good impressions. I don't care what anybody says. Your impressions are always spot on.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, the only thing I've really seen this week happening is we got UFC 333 happening in Philadelphia. Islam Makhachev is defending his welterweight title against Ian Machado Gary. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts on this fight.
Okay, well, let's hear them because I've been a little busy this week.
Oh yeah, well, Islam Makhachev, he's held this title for quite some time. Ian is a great fighter. Ian is a young fighter. He's gone through he's gone through the reigns. He's fought everyone he's needed to fight to get this title fight. So this title fight is well earned, well deserved. He just didn't get handed this fight. UFC built him up, and he earned it. And the UFC built him up in the way you're supposed to build up fighters and not just throw them to the slaughter. That's just that. Ian Machado Gary is the same thing with Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett is the same thing. He's on a big roll too. but he was built up correctly. He was built up slowly. He just didn't have a spectacular fight, and they got thrown in the championship fight. So that is something that's really nice about UFC right now, because I don't how many times I've seen someone go from a spectacular knockout to a UFC title fight and then get completely demolished and not perform. Yeah, you're going from luck is luck, but at the same time, championship caliber is championship caliber.
Oh yeah,
and Ian Machado Gary is a champion caliber fighter, but Makhachev is a beast. I don't know Ian. I've not seen much of Ian's ground game, because Makhachev is going to grab him, tie him up, and then ride him the entire. That's just his MO. That's just what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Gary has good defense. He has good takedown defense, but we're definitely going to see what's going to happen in this fight in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Because
if he can stiff him on the takedowns and it ends up staying up, then it could be a whole different outcome.
And one of the things too is like with Makhachev, I don't see him. I like maybe one or two more fights in him left before he retires and takes off to the sunset. So if Ian Gary beats him here, I see Makhachev retiring maybe after this fight, if that happens. You know what I'm saying? Because Makhachev's held this title for quite some time, and you know what I'm saying. And he's but also too, Makhachev could easily go up in weight class to the next class. You know what I'm saying?
Or just go, I want it back.
Yeah, it absolutely could. You know what I'm saying? Because this could be one of those things that shows like, hey, I've done this, because he's had some stomach issues. He had long COVID. There's been a lot of things that's happened with him. And,
Lung Fauci.
Yep, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It's going to be on Paramount Plus. So if you got Paramount Plus, tune in, watch it. I definitely like the non-pay-per-view platform, because all I got to do is have Paramount Plus to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely enjoy that, because I used to be one of those who spent the $80 every pay-per-view, because I'm a huge fan. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You pay
$10 a month.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what it is.
That's a lot better.
It's a lot better. Yeah. I'm just saying, it is a lot better. I have Paramount Plus, and there's Landman, Yellowstone. You know what I'm saying? All the Paramount, and like I said, it's not a plug for Paramount. I'm just saying there's a lot of quality stuff on there, but UFC, you know what I'm saying? But I will be upset with Disney. I will have a gripe with Disney, because I can't eliminate my ESPN Plus, because that's where UFC used to be. It used to be ESPN Plus then you had to pay for the pay-per-view. But I can't get rid of ESPN Plus on my Disney bundle for all the streaming apps that you have to have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, now I have ESPN Plus for nothing, because that's the only thing I ever had ESPN Plus for, was strictly, my daughter watches baseball. She'll watch a few games. She'll watch a few college. My son likes to watch some college, but only thing I ever had ESPN Plus for was for specifically UFC. And now there's no UFC there.
Right. Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I know.
Yeah. I got rid of that a while ago.
Yeah.
But I'm happy it went to Paramount, because I do have that.
Yeah. I definitely, like I said, Paramount Plus is so much better. You know what I'm saying? And, the first couple were a little rough, but, and it's growing pains.
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning, because I'm going to do my first bench workout since May tomorrow morning. I'm just going to go in and go through the motions, get some sets in, get some reps in, get some
nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy, like stay high reps. Like a set of 20, a set of 15, and a set of 10 will probably be my rep schemes, pretty much on all the movements tomorrow, just to get into lifting shape. Because I haven't really been able to do that with the PICC line and just being sick and the infection and everything else.
Exactly.
So it'll be nice to get back to lifting some stuff and doing some things, and then
knock the rust off these joints.
And then take the time, do about an 8-week conditioning, getting back into lifting training cycle, and then get into an 8-week medium training cycle while still trying to work on my range of motion on my lower body.
Yeah.
And then after that, I can start really kind of pushing back and getting after the weights. Okay. After that, the following 8-week training cycle will be pretty good. So I'm looking at like 24 weeks, of training cycle, and then start kind of evaluating from there. I think my lower body will probably be another 2 months of 2 to 3 months working on mobility over everything else. But I'll start still putting weight on and start lifting and doing some things. But once I get the full range of motion back is when I'll start the conditioning cycle of probably 20s, 15s, 10s, not doing more than 8 total sets for each body part, or for like, if I do my lower body, it's 8 total work sets for lower body. If it's, stuff like that, and then start coming back with that as well. Because once I get the full range of motion back, I should have no limitations other than, whatever I desire. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. The kidneys functioning great. So everything's like really doing well right now. Everybody's like, you look so healthy. I'm like, well, when did I look unhealthy? But I feel good. And so that's the cool part.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that's one of those things too, is you had a tremendous base before you went through this whole process. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Well, that's what a lot of people forget.
Yeah, that made the 30th year. I squatted 800 when I did 805 before the
surgery.
Before the surgery, so which is pretty freaking cool, I think. Exactly. So now the goal is to, the first goal is to squat 300.
Yep.
That's the first goal.
Yep.
And once I get to that goal, second goal will be 4, third goal will be 5, and then 6, and take my time and build my way back up. And some things are to come real easy. Like all of a sudden, because I'm like walking way more and doing a lot of stuff and going up a lot of stairs and doing a lot of things, my legs are like starting to come back to size again. It's just my hips. Yeah. There's not a lot of power in my hips, but there's a lot of power in my legs.
Yeah.
I almost launched the PT. He was like stretching my thigh. He's like, okay, I want you to push hard into this for 5 seconds. I'm like, okay. I start pushing. He's like, whoa, and he went sliding. He's like, okay, let me brace for that a little better. I'm like, okay. He goes, there's a lot of power in there. I go, yeah, there's a lot of power in my leg, in my knee joint. There's not a lot of power in my hip joint yet, but there's a lot of power in my, in the knee. So, that's going well. So I'm just excited. Just need to take my time. It's hard to be patient. So, and not get overexcited, so it's cool. I'm just very happy with how things are progressing. And so it's just one day at a time.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? That one day at a time, that progression. Because like I said, it's been a long road to get to where we're here.
If you saw the show in the 70s. Was it the 80s? I think it was the 70s. So I'm dating myself now. But yeah, it's just have a good attitude, take your time, get back to it, and have fun. So the Olympia is coming up pretty soon. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to be heading out to the Strongman contest again this year in November. So that's going to be awesome. Just got a lot of stuff going on. And I'm going to go visit Springfield Armory, which is going to be really cool. So get to go see them, go shoot some stuff. The Kuna I got is absolutely amazing. Spectacular. Well, I put an optic on it with a 3-time magnifier.
There you go.
So, I mean, as you get older, your eyesight really isn't what it used to be. So, you put a 3-time magnifier on it, and all of a sudden you can see the target clear. And once you have it zeroed, you already know how to stay stable. You already know how to brace into it. You're just punching out the middle of things, even at 15, 25 yards. So
that's it.
it's pretty nice. And then
Exactly.
the TPR, the 1911 TPR 45 ACP is absolutely amazing. That thing shoots so well. It really does. It's just, and the gun doesn't, the recoil on it's very, very good.
Yeah.
So you can hold on target very, very well. So it's kind of nice. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to go out there and see some of their other guns, you know, the Echelon and stuff like that. And then they got some rifles out there that we'll probably go shoot. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No,
so a lot of cool stuff coming up.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is all something that we've talked, planned, and explained as like, you know, getting past this surgery, you know, doors open up for everything that we had planned to do.
We've been putting it off for too long though.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly.
So,
but now, guess what? You're just hitting that turn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then in November there's OSG. So we'll go to that again. So that'll be cool too. So there's lots of stuff coming up in the second half of the year. Exactly. Really looking forward to them. Hopefully Ed comes out to the Olympia and you know, comes and crashes here. So that'll be kind of cool.
Which would be nice.
Yeah. Get some workout time and some interview times for Ed Cohen. If you got any questions for Ed Cohen, be sure to ask.
Yes.
Because we'll ask him and we'll get him to answer the questions.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But I think we pretty much covered everything we need to cover for this week, Nick. So you can go ahead and take us on out.
Okay. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And you know, leave a comment. Ask questions in the comments. We really do appreciate that because I like sharing the knowledge that I do have about it. But you know, as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be. And always remember, mindset is everything. Till next time.